Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN. Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their one-third sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN, Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana
So we go 2-0 on the count now. To Stuff. And we get strike one now. So 2-1 on the count. This one's going to be banged off. Foul, and we'll have an even count at 2. Stuff settles in. And sets for the 2-2 pitch. This one's going to be hit hard down the third base line, but it will be foul, so we continue on at 2-2. Billings Royals bus just showed up. They have the 4 o'clock game, or the later game, against the Scarlets. That should be a pretty good one as we move to 3-2. Cade Stuff, the second baseman, trying to move the runner at second with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that'll be strikeout number 2. Runner at second will stay this time, and that's 2 down. That'll take us to the right fielder, number 14, Matt Houlihan. Houlihan to settle in. And we'll have ball 1. So Thomas Little striking out the last 2 batters. Here's the 1-0 after hitting the leadoff batter, and that will get the runner to third. So the Chargers now with 1 out have a threat at third. And a 2-0 count. So 2-0 with 2 outs. Runner at third. Matt Houlihan settling in, and we'll have ball 3. Cal Cromwell stands in the on-deck circle with 1 out, or 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and the batter will be walked, putting runners on the corners now for the Chargers. They've got 2 base runners off of non-hits, and we'll go to the shortstop, number 6, Cal Cromwell. So Cromwell now looks down the third base line to get the signal from his manager. And he'll settle in. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Thomas Little on the bump. Top of the first inning. Here's the pitch. And that'll be low for a ball. Pitch on the, nope, they're going to throw to first to hold that runner. Runner at third takes a little trot down the line, but stays. So here's the pitch. And that'll slide over the plate to even out the count. 1-1 to Cal Cromwell. Thomas Little taking his time on the bump, trying to get secure on what he's doing and where he's throwing to. Cromwell settles back in after getting the signal. And we go 2-1. Little doesn't like the pitch, so he'll nod it off. Now the stretch. And we'll have a high pitch to go to 3-1. Cale Richards stands in the on-deck circle for the Chargers with runners at first and third. Here's the 3-1. And the batter will be walked. And that warrants a visit as the bases get loaded up. Back-to-back walks for Little. So Little on the first inning, 5 batters, hit the first, 2 strikeouts and 2 walks. And that warrants a visit from his pitching coach to check in with him. Big game. Winner moves on. Loser goes home, and I know Lethbridge wants to avoid that long bus ride home. So we get back to the action. Very quick conference. So Cale Richards now gets set to go. Loaded bases with 2 outs. And the first pitch will be low for ball 1. Little with the stretch. And that one will get us 2-0. No, they're going to say strike 1. So even count at 1 now for Richards. Braden Hurst goes to the on-deck circle. Richards holding down third for the Chargers. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be fouled straight up in the air down the first base line. First baseman's trying to get there, but it's going to be on top of the dugout. And we'll go to strike 2. And there is action in the Lethbridge bullpen. Lot on the line here for Lethbridge. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be off the toe of the batter. That'll bring the runner home from third. And the Chargers will earn the first run of the game off of a walk. That brings home Derek Spring. And the Chargers lead 1-0. Loaded bases, no outs, no hits. 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Little. And that one will be high for a ball. So he looks like he's in a little bit of trouble here. 34 pitches in the first inning. Seeing the 7th batter. Here's the pitch. And that one's off the glove. The runner's going to hold at third. And we'll have ball 2. Okawa, the manager for the Elks, not wanting to let this one slip too far out of the way, so he gets somebody ready right away in the bullpen down the first base line. As soon as I can see a number, I'll translate that, as this one will slide over the plate for strike 1. So 2-1 now on the count for the center fielder in Hurst. Loaded bases and 2 outs. 1 run earned off of a walk. Or hit by pitch, I should say. Check swing, and we'll get strike 2 as it slid over the plate. So 2-2 on the count. The pitch. Swung on, and that will strike out the batter to end the side. So Great Falls gets one. They leave 3, and they lead 1-0. Bottom of the first, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you checked out the Garden of Eden video of the week at mpsn406.com? Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage and email us the video. Yours just might go viral. mpsn.com, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at the 2018 Montana-Alberta State AA Legion Baseball Tournament. With one inning or one half of an inning in the books, the Chargers lead the Elks 1-0. Now it's the Chargers' turn.
First up for the Elks, number 11.
Derek Spring on the bump for the Chargers, and Wyatt Tamalti to lead off. Tamalti goes to the box, and Spring is ready for the first pitch. Tamalti, Furby, and Blower on the schedule. This one's going to be hit right at the pitcher. It's going to roll past the pitcher's mound, and just like that, Lethbridge will start out with a hit. Looking to get into the game here, down 1-0. We go to the third baseman, number 3, Raleigh Furby. So Furby to settle in with 1 on and 1 out. Or 1 on and no outs. Leadoff batter reaching. The pitch will be inside for a ball. Furby says that hit him, but our umpire shakes his head, and Furby settles back in. So Derek Spring now set for his third pitch, but he's going to throw to first instead. Here's the pitch by Spring. Slides over the plate for strike 1. So an even count at 1 now for the third baseman. Kyle Blower goes to the on-deck circle for the Elks. Elks fell right away to the Royals, but swung back hard against the Senators yesterday morning. Here's the throw to first. So Spring now staring down. Throw back to first, trying to hold that runner over there. The pitch swung on. This one's going to foul down the line for strike 2. 1-2 on the count. Chargers lead 1-0. They would earn their run off of a hit by pitch. Bases loaded up off of walks and hit by pitches. And Okawa, the Lethbridge manager, went right to the bullpen and warmed up a new pitcher. So we'll probably see a new face on the bump, as this one's going to be hit to the second baseman. The throw to the shortstop at second. Now down the line to first, and they'll get the leadoff batter, or the leadoff runner, on the fielder's choice. And that will put one out on the board with a runner at first. So the reach off the fielder's choice for Furby. Now we go to number 8, Kyle Bloor, the designated hitter. One down, one on. Bloor settling in. Spring with the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to rock it over the third baseman. It's going to roll down the left field line, and that'll put runners at first and second with one out. And Lethbridge coming out with a couple of hits to get going. So we have the third baseman, number 17, Ty Penner. Penner actually pitched yesterday against the Senators and pitched pretty well through the match. So Spring now ready for his first pitch to Penner. And he'll let that one slide by for ball one. One out, runners at first and second for the Elks. Penner settles in and Spring with the stretch. And that'll slide over the plate to get the count even at one. So we go to 2-1 now. 2-1, one out, runners at first and second for the Elks. Bottom of the first, Great Falls in charge, 1-0 on the scoreboard. Day 3 of the tournament. Here's the pitch. And that one will go by for 3-1. Penner, a very patient batter. Yesterday against the Senators, he would bang one over the fence in center field. We've seen about half dozen, maybe 7 home runs on the tournament. And the batter will be walked. That loads the bases up with one out.
Penner draws the walk to load the bases. Bring up number 16,
So we go to number 16, Levi Abbott, the right fielder, and the first walk of the game for Spring. Loaded bases now for Abbott. Back to the home runs that we've seen this weekend, though. Most of them, all of them have been over the third base fence or left field fence, but Penner was able to hit the stretch over center field on the Lakers sign. Here's the pitch, and it'll be low for a ball. Abbott started out on the mound on Saturday night for the Lakers. And he'll let that one slide by. We'll have ball 2. So both pitchers getting behind in the first inning. Both teams having a quick turnaround, or not a good turnaround, as both of them played the early games yesterday. Here's the 2-0. Swung on. This one is going to be down the left base line. That'll bring the runner home from third. The runner from second is around third, on his way home, and the double by Levi Abbott gives Lethbridge a 2-1 lead. Over the Chargers, and this is exactly what they did yesterday against the Senators. And now we go to Torin Vasilnek, the catcher, number 7. The pitch. That one's going to be low for a ball. So runners at second and third now with one out. Abbott with a big hit down the left field line. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on high and out of play. We'll go even on the count at 1. Spring now with the stretch. And the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to bounce foul towards the bullpen down the third base line, and the batter will have a 1-2 count, giving Spring the advantage. Runners at second and third with 1 out. Big opportunity here for Spring and the Great Falls Chargers to turn a double play on a ground ball. Here's the pitch. And we'll have an even count at 2 now. Zach Gorick goes to the on-deck circle with 1 out. And we'll have a full count at 3-2. Lethbridge earning 2 runs so far in the first inning, scheduled for 7. Next game is at 4 p.m. It is the Missoula Mavericks, and this one's going to be hit hard into left field. It's in the glove. Runners will hold at second and third. No, that one's going to get it on the bounce. We'll have 2 outs now on the board for Lethbridge. With runners at second and third and 2 runs scored so far. So we go to Zach Gorick, the second baseman. It's been a great weekend here at Griffin Field, Kalispell in general. It's just been a beautiful weekend. It's been a little bit warm, but hey, set up underneath the awning, we're good. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be fouled down the third base line for strike 1. So Gorick, as the breeze comes up, did not bat yesterday against the Senators. Did bat, as this one will be strike 2. So Spring filling it here with 2 outs. Gorick would bat against the Royals, and he'd go 1 for 3. This one's going to be bounced down like a little bunt, picked up by Spring. He'll throw to first, and that will be the side. So the Elks earn 2, leave 2, and lead by 1. We go to the top of the second. Elks leading 2-1. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 size indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the top of the second inning where the Elks lead 2-1 over the Great Falls Chargers. So the first inning, a good inning for both teams as they both earned runs. Thomas Little still on the bump. And the bottom of the order for the Chargers, 0-0, Braden Welty, the first baseman. Here's the pitch. And we'll start out with a ball to Welty. Little would burn through the first 7 batters in the first inning, as we'll have ball 2. Tough inning for Little, though. He had 2 hit by pitches, 2 walks, but he did strike out 2 batters. Only 1 run earned off of no hits. And we get strike 1 now. So 2-1 to the first baseman. The Little pitch. And we'll have 3-1 now. Jason Lowry goes to the on-deck circle for the Chargers here in the top of the second inning. 3-1 on the way. And we'll have a full count at 3-2. Three-two on the count. Leadoff batter, top of 2. Here's the pitch to Welty. And that one will be struck out for out number 1 as we get a phone book rip from Mike Kiger. And that'll be the 3rd strikeout of the game for Little. That moves us to the bottom of the order now to the left fielder, Josh Lowry, number 5. Lowry trotting down the line, wanting the batter to hold, and Okawa's coming out to visit with his crew on the infield. And are we bringing in a new pitcher? Little holding onto his arm. And I think we're going to have a pitching change here in the top of the second. That's exactly what's going to happen. So we'll step aside for 90 seconds while we have a new pitcher warm up. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN, Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. It is Kyle Bloor into pitch for the Lethbridge Elks, and Little out with a shoulder, with an arm injury. Looks like maybe a shoulder. So Bloor, the DH is gone now, and Bloor will be in. He'll warm up on the bump. We're going to put together some stats here as I was waiting for confirmation. 44 pitches for Little, 21 sliding over the plate. He did not allow any hits, did have 1 run, a hit by pitch, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts in the 1 1/3 innings. So now we have Josh Lowry up for Great Falls, the bottom of the order, left fielder number 5, And he'll be the first batter that Blower will face. Showing bunt, lets the pitch go by, and we'll have ball one. 1-0 on the count, 1 out. Nobody on. Here's the pitch. And we'll have ball two. The 2-0. And we'll have strike one to Lowry. That will put the leadoff man, Spring, in the on-deck circle. Here's Lowry. Showing bunt, and we'll have a 3-1 count now. 1 out, nobody on. Great Falls, 1. Lethbridge, 2. Here's the pitch. And Blower will walk the first batter he faces to put a runner on at first. So that swings us to the top of the order for Great Falls, and that would be Derek Spring. So Spring to settle in. And the first pitch will be a ball. Spring hit by a pitch, his first at bat. He would be the run that was earned off of loaded bases on a hit by pitch. And we'll have ball two. So 2-0 on Spring. For Spring against the Scarlets, 0 for 3. Did reach off of a error his first at bat, as we have the first pitch slide over the plate for strike one. So 2-1 on the count, 1 out, 1 on. Lethbridge leading. 2-1. Throw to first. Runner jumps back in time. Top of the second inning. This one's going to be hit just over the shortstop's head. That'll be the first hit of the game for the Chargers, and they'll have runners at first and second now with 1 out. So we come to Alan LaRock, the catcher. Kyle Blower on the bump, and he is ready to go. Was the DH to start the game, and time is called by the batter. So LaRock taking a moment to warm up. Thomas Little starting out on the bump for Lethbridge, but possibly threw his shoulder out, maybe elbow, as we have ball one. One out, 1 on. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, and we'll have strike one. One on the count to the catcher, who was struck out his first at bat. Yesterday, LaRock would go 0 for 3. Did reach off of a fielder's choice. And we'll go to ball two. So 2-1. Both Lethbridge pitchers struggling just a little bit to find the zone. In the 44 pitches that Little threw, 21 of them slid over the So now we're at 3-1. Cage Stuff in the on-deck circle with 1 out, top of 2. LaRock facing a 3-1 pitch. Kyle Bloor with the stretch. And the walk will load the bases up. So back-to-back innings where the Chargers will load the bases up, but one hit has been allowed. And we go to Cade Stuff. Catcher will come out, as well as the second baseman to check in with Bloor. A lot on the line here. You want to stay alive to have that trip to the championship game. You've got to keep winning with this side of the bracket. That goes for both the Lakers and the Mavs later on this afternoon. Here's the pitch. That one will slide over the plate for strike one. So Bloor taking a few moments before his first pitch to Cade Stuff to set himself in. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's down the third base line. The tag at third. The throw to first will be in time, and the double play is turned before the run is earned. So good defensive play by Lethbridge to get out of the inning. 2 runners left on for Great Falls. And we go to the bottom of the second with Lethbridge holding on 2-1. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the 2018 Montana-Alberta AA State Legion Baseball Tournament. Chris Stratton at Griffin Field. We go to the bottom of the second where Lethbridge leads the Great Falls Chargers 2-1. Derek Spring on the bump for the Chargers, pitching through. And the leadoff man for the Elks is their 8-hole batter. So the bottom of the order scheduled on the inning. Liam Leach. He is the left fielder. And he settles in. For the first pitch, and Spring will slide one outside for ball one. Here's the 1-0. Swung on. It's into center field, high and deep. And it's in the glove for out number one. So 1 down, 2 to go here in the bottom of the second. Brings us to the bottom of the order to the shortstop, number 5, Lucas Ankerman. So Ankerman now. Here's the pitch. It's high for a ball. Derek Spring. Pitching well. He has allowed 2 runs. This one's going to be fouled up over the first baseline dugout. And we'll have strike one. So 1-1 to the shortstop. Spring has walked 1. 2 runs off of 3 hits. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and it's going to be down the third base line. Third baseman will pick it up, throw it to first, and it's on target for out number 2. Good defensive infield play. Gets us to the second out of the inning. And we swing to the top of the order to the center fielder, Wyatt Tumulty.
Tom Dewar back up now for the Elks. Now batting, number 11, Wyatt Tumulty.
So Tumulty takes a moment. Checks in with his third base coach, who sends the signal, and then the left-handed batter settles in. Here's the pitch, and will be low for a ball. So 1-0 on the count. For Tumulty, he would single and earned himself a run. His first at-bat. Yesterday against the Senators, as we go even at 1 on the count. He would go 2 for 4 with an RBI as Kiger, the umpire, takes a moment and says ball 2. Nice job by LaRock. Holds that glove out an extra second just to give the umpire another look at where that ball came in. And we'll have 3-1. Sometimes it's just the trick of the hand of what the catcher does that aids in the call. Here's the 3-1. Swung on, and we'll have a full count at 3-2. Tumulty with a big triple yesterday. That's earned his RBI. Reached off of a bunt, his second at-bat. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, and Spring will ring up Tumulty to finish the side. So 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the third, where Lethbridge will defend a 1-point lead. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we head to the top of the third inning, where the Lethbridge Elks lead the Great Falls Chargers 2-1. The winner moves on. The loser will hop on the bus and head home. Their season done. And leading off for the Chargers here in the third is Matt Houlihan. And Kyle Blower on the bump. He was throwing some pitches during the at-bat for Lethbridge. Here's the first pitch of the inning, and it will be high for a ball. So Houlihan, Cromwell, and Richards scheduled on the inning as we move to ball 2. That puts Cal Cromwell in the on-deck circle. Here's the 2-0 to the right fielder. And we'll get ball 3. Houlihan would be responsible for the upset over the number 1 seeded Bozeman Bucks as we get strike 1 on the 3-0 pitch. Houlihan pitching a great game that day. and really is what kept Great Falls in. This one will bounce just at the feet of the pitcher, and Great Falls will have their second hit of the game as Houlihan stands at first base. We go to number 22, Cal Cromwell, the shortstop. He was walked in the first inning, his first at-bat. Top of 3, no outs. Runner at first, Kyle Blower with the pitch. And Cromwell will let it ride by, but it slides over the plate for strike 1. Cromwell with a walk, his first at-bat. Throw to first. Runner is back in time. Nice job by Blower and Penner. For Cromwell yesterday, he was 1 for 2. Did not earn a run. Here's the pitch, and we'll have an even count at 1. Against the Bozeman Bucks as bunt showing. Ball 2 for Cromwell. He would bat in the 5-hole spot where he's at today. 2 for 4 with a run and an RBI. It was a good day for the Chargers against the Bucks. And, you know, I said it all along. Bucks were vulnerable if the right team could find the right spot. As the bunt's laid down, nicely put, picked up by the pitcher. The throw to first is in time, and the sac bunt will be out number 2, but it does its job, or out number 1. It does its job as the runner advances to second. That takes us to Cal Richards, the third baseman.
Sacrifice bunt moves Houlihan to second. Now batting number 2, Cal Richards.
So 1 down. Houlihan standing at second, and Richards settles in. Blower now with the stretch. And this one's going to be smacked into left field, and Leach will come up, put it in the glove. Runner will hold at second, and that is out number 2. So we go to Braden Hurst, the center fielder. Hurst to settle in. 2 outs. Houlihan at second. Inches out. Now dances with a 2-step lead. Here's the pitch. And we'll have ball 1. Blower coming in the second inning. Thomas Little getting the call, but had a shoulder injury of some sort. I don't see him over there. Can't see if he's got ice on his shoulder or anything like that, as we have 2 balls, no strikes to the center fielder. Hurst has had a couple of good shots out to him today that he's taken care of in center field. Here's the 2-0. Swung on. This one's going to be blasted high over second base. And the second baseman will search in the glove, and that's the side. So Great Falls, they get one on. They leave them there. And we go to the bottom of the third where Lethbridge looks to pad their lead 2-1. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Sports. Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we head to the bottom of the third where the Lethbridge Elks are up by 1 run over the Great Falls Chargers. And Derek Spring on the bump as our leadoff batter comes to the plate for the Elks, and it will be the number 2 spot batter, Riley Furby, to come to the plate. So Furby to settle in. Derek Spring with the stretch. And we'll have ball 1. Next game is at 4 o'clock, folks. That will be the Missoula Mavericks taking on the Kalispell Lakers. Lakers are in the batting cages down the first base line warming up for that game. We should see the Mavericks show up here pretty soon as we go to ball 2. Furby, Bloor, and Penner due up on the inning. Here's the 2-0 by Spring. Swung on. This one's going to roll out to the shortstop. Picked up at the fringe. The throw to first will be just ahead of the runner. No! First base ump Strubble says safe at first, and that'll be a hit for Lethbridge. So we go to Kyle Bloor with a runner at first and no outs. Here's the pitch. And we'll have ball 1. Batter settles in. And Spring with the stretch. Runner at first with a lead. And that one will slide over the plate for strike 1. So we go even on Bloor, who is the pitcher. Started out as a designated hitter, but picked up the pitching position after Thomas Little threw his arm out. And we'll have ball 2 from Spring. For Bloor, he would single his first at-bat in the first inning. It's a tough inning for both pitchers. Both Great Falls and Lethbridge, but in the second inning, that's when everybody settled down and playing well. The throw to first, runner back in time. Here's the 2-1. Runner's going to go. This one's going to be hit high into right field. Short. And the pop out is in the glove for out number 1. Runner at first holds. So 1 down.
Out of the plate, number 17, Ty Penner.
1 on, and we have the first baseman, Ty Penner, come to the plate. Penner now settles in. Spring with the stretch. And Penner will let it slide by for ball 1. Penner was walked his first at-bat in the first inning. As I mentioned earlier, Penner putting one over the fence against the Senators yesterday. Throw to first, single shot homer. Here at Griffin Field, it's 330 down the first and third base line, 360 to the seam in for right and left field. They say it's about 390 to center. And a runner back in time on the pickoff. For Lethbridge against the Royals, Penner 0 for 3. Throw back to first as Furby continues to play out there. Here's the 1-0. Runner's going to go, and this one's going to be into right field. It's got some leg. Penner's got some depth on it. This one will bounce over the fence, and Ty Penner with his second home run of the weekend, earning 2 runs for Lethbridge as the Elks take a 4-1 lead. Over Great Falls. And now discussion with the umpire, with the manager of Great Falls about where Penner's foot is. There has been some comments made about where Lethbridge has been setting up inside the box, and Great Falls manager out talking to Kiger about where it's at. Not happy with it. And now some comments down to the third base umpire, Willie Stacy. That'll take us to Willie Stacy with 1 out and nobody on as Penner cleared the bases out on the home run shot over the right field fence. And this one will be to the third baseman. It's between the third baseman's legs. And Abbott's going to go ahead and hold up at first. And they'll charge that as an error.
Number 7, Torin Vasilinac. Number 7.
So now we go to Torin Vasilinac with 1 out and a runner at first. Spring now with the pitch, and that one will be low for ball 1. Zach Gorick goes to the on-deck circle with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Lethbridge with 2 runs so far off the Penner homer. This one's going to be cranked into left field. It's got some leg. Will it be fair? It is, and it'll bounce the fence. That'll bring runners around to second and third, and a big double for the catcher. And now we'll have a visit from the Great Falls manager. Still with comments to the umpire, Tony Forrester on his way out to check in with Spring. And he's got some comments to the first base umpire as well as Gorick comes up. So Spring will settle back in. A quick visit by the manager to check his boys in, probably just to get them reset after the excitement on the inning. So Gorick comes to the plate now with runners at second and third and 1 out. And infielders move into the inside of the fringe, expecting a bunt. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to get into left field, and it's in the glove. Runner at third tags, but the throw to second is made and not on schedule. That'll bring the runner from third down the line, and Lethbridge will earn a run on the sac fly. And Lethbridge now leading 5-1. And we go to the left fielder, number 4, Liam Leach. Umpire taking a moment, now settling behind the plate. Spring stares down Leach, and now the stretch. Swung on. This one's going to find the hole in right field. Runner's going to come around third on his way home. The throw is made home, but LaRocque is off schedule. The throw to second is made, but not in time. And the shot will earn another run for Lethbridge, and they take a 6-1 lead. Two outs, and we're at the bottom of the order to Lucas Ankerman. And Forster again on his way out to Spring. I can't see the third base bullpen, so I don't know if they've had anybody working in there yet or not, but the ball will be handed over from Spring, and that'll bring in a new pitcher. So we're going to go ahead and step aside for a moment as we have a new pitcher for the Chargers warming up. Lethbridge up 6-1, bottom of 3 with 2 outs. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse is the proud sponsor for the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN. Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as a new man stands on the hill for the Great Falls Chargers in Braden Welty. Derek Spring, 2 2/3 innings, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. 6 runs, earned off 7 hits, 48 total pitches, 30 of those sliding over the plate. And the first batter that Welty will face will be Lucas Ankerman. On the changes, since Welty is on the mound, he was at first. That puts Cale Richards over at first, and Derek Spring goes to third. Here's the pitch, and it'll be low for a ball. 2 outs, runner at second for the Elks. Bottom of 3, sorry. Lakers warming up in the batting cages. They have the 4 o'clock game against the Missoula Mavericks. And that one's low to get us to ball 2. That will be at 4 o'clock. The 7 o'clock game will be the Battle of Billings as the Scarlets and the Royals will play for a trip to the championship game, or a place in the Final Four tomorrow, I should say. 2 games tomorrow at 4 and 7, as we'll have a high pitch and move to 3-0. Two outs, runner at second. Here's the pitch by Welty, and that one will get us over the plate to go 3-1. Braden Welty, I think, let me check Great Falls' stats here. See if Welty has been in. And he has not. This one's going to be to the left fielder. He can't get it in the glove. That'll bring the runner home from second. And Anchorman will stand at second. And the Elks earn a run to make it 7-1. Bottom of 3. So Welty now will swing to the top of the order to face Wyatt Tumulty. And Tumulty will let that one ride by for strike 1.
At the plate, number 11, Wyatt Tumulty. Number 11.
Tumulty now settles in. He is 1 for 2. Had a single his first at bat that earned him a run and struck out his last. This one will be golfed off into the backstop to get us to strike 2. So 0-2 on the count now. 2 outs and a runner at second. Welty awaiting. Now he gets it. And the left-handed pitch on its way. That one fouls off, and it keeps the center fielder alive at 0-2. Nice breeze here at Griffin Field. It's been a hot, sweltery one the last couple of days where the air is just kind of hung, but the breeze coming up today has been pretty nice as we've got all the flags waving at us in right field. American, Canadian, Montana, and Legion. Left to right. And we'll have ball 1. So a 1-2 count now to Tumulty. And it sounds like the Maverick bus is here as they'll get ready to go. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Reached for, they say he did commit, broke his wrist, and that will be the side. So Lethbridge earns 5, leaves 1, and they lead 7-1. We'll be back right after this with the top of the 4th inning on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Garden of Reading has a large stock of books, gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop into Sacred Grounds for their full-service coffee bar featuring Missoula's best gourmet coffee. While you're there, pick up a pound of Garden of Reading's award-winning fudge and get a half pound for free. Garden of Reading is Missoula's home for the best dietary supplement, Define 8. Garden of Reading is located at 2621 Brook Street. Garden of Reading is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton at the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the 2018 Montana-Alberta AA State Tournament and the first game on the loser outside of the bracket on the day, 1 o'clock game with the Great Falls Chargers and the Lethbridge Elks. This is top of 4, and the Elks lead the Chargers 7-1. It is the Elks, or the Chargers' turn to bat, and it's the bottom of the order. The 8-9 batter scheduled with the pitcher, numbers 00, Braden Welty, at the plate. Kyle Bloor on the hill for the Elks. And here's the first pitch of the inning, and we'll be outside on a ball. So the 8-9 batter scheduled on the inning with Josh Lowry in the on-deck circle. Here's the 1-0. That one slides over the plate to get us to strike 1. Welty with a 1-1. Welty struck out his first at-bat. This will bounce to the second baseman. Actually, that's a line drive right into the glove of the second baseman, and that's out number 1. So we go to the bottom of the order to the left fielder, Josh Lowry, who's had a couple of great plays over there in left field. Here's the pitch by Bloor. Swung on. This one's going to bounce out to the second baseman. The throw to first is just ahead of the runner, and that's out number 2. So that swings us to the top of the order to the third baseman, Derek Spring. 2 down, 1 to go in the top of the 4th. The pitch. That'll slide over the plate for strike 1. So Bloor starting to get into a rhythm here in the 4th inning. He would be the designated hitter to start the game, but an injury to Thomas Little would bring him in to pitch, as we'll have ball 1. An even count now to the third baseman, who is now at third. Here's the pitch, and we'll be on top for 2-1. Spring, though, hit by a pitch his first at bat. He would earn a run off of a hit by pitch on loaded bases. The first run of the game as the pitch gets away from Vasilnak, and we'll go to 3-1. And then his last at bat he would single. So productive day for Spring. Here's the 3-1. And he's going to have this one bang down the third baseline foul, and we'll have a full count. 3-2 on the count to the leadoff man. 2 outs, nobody on. The 3-2. And Bloor will ring up the batter for the final out of the inning. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top, bottom of 4.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Chris Stratton for MPSN at Griffin Field as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning where the Lethbridge Elks lead the Great Falls Chargers. We are in Kalispell, but they lead the Chargers 7-1. As we have the number 2 spot batter, Riley Furby, the third baseman. So the 2, 3, 4 batters scheduled on the inning. And Welty with the pitch. This one will be outside for a ball. Braden Welty would come in 2/3 of the way through the last inning for Derek Spring. And we'll have an even count on 1 at that pitch. Furby is 1 for 2. He reached off a fielder's choice his first at bat and earned a run. And then his last at bat, he singled and earned a run. Here's the pitch, and that one's low for ball 2. 2-1 on the count for the leadoff man here in the first inning, or the leadoff hitter on the inning. I'll spit it out, folks. I'll spit it out. Don't worry. Here's the 2-1. High for ball 3. So the Kalispell Lakers will host the Missoula Mavericks at 4 o'clock. And the batter will be walked to start the inning. So that's the first walk allowed by Welty. And we move to the pitcher, Kyle Bloor. The pitch, and it'll be low. Gives us ball 1. Nice job by LaRock to keep that in front of him. All these catchers this weekend have done a great job of putting their body in front of that ball to keep it in front of them. You can only think of a couple of runs that have been earned off of that as we go outside for ball 2. LaRock, though, one of the better specimens at the catcher position here in the tournament. Always a little partial to my Missoula Maverick Clayton Frankie, but it's a lot to have to judge by. Here's the bat to second, and it's not going to get in the glove, and that'll bring the runner from first around to third. And so with runners on the corners, Lethbridge will have a threat at third with no outs on the board. And that'll take us to Ty Penner. Penner hit one over the right field box, or right field fence. Runners on the corner, so LaRock will step in front of the plate to signal the field on the out. Penner, though, coming back in. He hit the home run, the first one of the day. First one over the right field. Actually, no, one went off of the scoreboard yesterday. But this one did clear the fence. This pitch will be right into Penner. And that will load the bases up with the hit by pitch. And we go to Levi Abbott. Loaded bases with no outs. Bottom of 4. And Levi Abbott reached off of an error his last at-bat, came around to earn a run. He would double his first at-bat with 2 RBIs, so he's 1 for 2 with a run and 2 RBIs so far on the day. He's got loaded bases with no outs. Welty with the left-handed stretch, and we'll have ball 1. Great Falls, the number 8 seeded team in the tournament, and they would take down the number 1 seeded team, Bozeman Bucks, right out of the gate. That was a great game. I was on the edge of my seat all the way through that one, as the pitch will fall in front of the plate for ball 2. Then they would have a tough one yesterday against the Billings Scarlets, and it's all about when you peak, and right now the Billings Scarlets are looking pretty hot. They're peaking well. Both the Billings teams playing some good baseball and peaking at the right time. They'll face each other tonight in the Battle of the Billings, as a swing for strike 2 gets us to 2-1 to Levi Abbott. Torin Vasilnak will go to the on-deck circle for the Elks with no outs. Loaded bases. Welty now with the stretch. And swung on, and the first out of the inning will be a strikeout by Welty. That'll be number 2 on the game. So we go to the catcher, Torin Vasilnak. So Vasilnak to settle in. Welty staring him down. Loaded bases, and here's the first pitch to the catcher. High for a ball. Zach Gorick goes to the on-deck circle with 1 out and loaded bases. Here's the Welty pitch. Swung on. This one's in the gap down the right field side. It is in the glove. The runner at third will tag. The runner at second tags. And the Elks will add another run to their cause on the sac fly. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th with the the Elks. I keep saying Lakers, and I don't know why. And that brings the second baseman, Zach Gorick, to the plate with 2 outs. Runners on the corners, bottom of 4. This one's down the third base line. Third baseman will get it on the hop. The throw to first is on target, and the side is retired. So the Elks get one, leave two, and they increase their lead 8-1 over the Chargers. We'll be back right after this with the top of the fifth inning on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Hockey Wolf.
Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the top of the fifth inning here at Griffin Field, where the here in Kalispell, where the Lethbridge Elks lead the Great Falls Chargers 8-1. Next game up at 4 is the Kalispell Lakers hosting the Missoula Mavericks in the second winner-go-home game of the day. Leading off for the Chargers is their catcher, Alan LaRock. LaRock against the Scarlets yesterday, 2 for 3 with an RBI, was hit by a pitch. And Kyle Bloor with the first pitch of the inning. And we'll have a ball. Cade Stuff goes to the on-deck circle. For the Chargers, it is the 2-3-4 batter scheduled on the inning, as that one's going to tag LaRock in the backside. And that'll be the first hit by pitch for Bloor. So with the leadoff batter on the inning at first on the hit by pitch, that moves us to the second baseman, number 4, Cade Stupp. No outs. Our umpire, Mike Kiger, points to the mound as Stuff settles in. Bloor with the pitch. Outside for a ball. Matt Houlihan stands in the on-deck circle with a runner at first and no outs. Pitch outside for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch will be outside to get us to ball 3. Kyle Bloor, and it looks like we have some action in the Lethbridge bullpen now. Throw to first, and I can't see, looks like maybe number 19. Let's check the big book and see if that's an actual number. Number 19 would be Zach Trempner, as we have the first strike pitch. To Stuff. 3-1, and the batter will be walked to put runners at first and second with no outs. So a hit by pitch and a walk to start the inning for Bloor, and that will constitute a visit on the mound to Bloor. 2 batters in, runners at first and second. Folks, if you're looking to take a trip heading out of town, whether you need just a place to stay or maybe you need the whole ball of wax with a flight as well, well, get a hold of our friends over at Grand Slam Travel. Grand Slam Travel, Mark Richardson does a great job of making sure that all you have to do is pack and go. He'll take care of your accommodations, your flight, whatever it is you need, he'll take care of it for you. You can find Grand Slam Travel on Facebook at Grand Slam Travel. Grand Slam Travel is a proud sponsor of American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. So we come to Matt Houlihan with no outs and runners at first and second for the Chargers. Top of 5. Elks lead 8-1. Here's the first pitch to Houlihan on the inning. And this one's going to hit Houlihan in the back. And that will load the bases up. And that'll be the second hit by pitch on the inning and the second overall. As it looks like Trempner is warming up. So we go to Cal Cromwell, the shortstop. 0 for 1 with a walk, had a sac bunt. Lot at stake on this game. Here's the pitch, swung on, and that will be strike 1 on the foul ball. For Cromwell, against the Scarlets, he would go 1 for 2 as this one's fouled off for strike 2. And against the Bucks, Cromwell was 2 for 4 with a run and a RBI. He faces the 0-2 with loaded bases. High, and we've got ball 1. Cale Richards goes to the on-deck circle with no outs and loaded bases for Chargers. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, and Bloor will strike out the batter for out number 1. That'll be K number 2 for Bloor. So 1 down, 2 to go here in the top of the 5th. Loaded bases, and we come to the first baseman, Cale Richards. Richards settling in, and we'll have strike 1. You can hear the Lethbridge fans on the far side hooting it up. Here's the pitch. And that one is going to tag the batter. It'll bring home LaRock from third. And Great Falls will have their second run of the game. So that's 3 hit by pitches, and now Okawa will come in, and I imagine this will be a change for. There's the ball handed over, and the Elks will have a new pitcher. We're going to go ahead and step aside. Elks lead Chargers 8-2. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN, Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to a new pitcher on the mound, and it is Zach Trempner, as I spotted in the bullpen earlier. And that means that Kyle Bloor is done. I'll put together Bloor's stats here as we work through and warm up the new pitcher. And the man that Trempner will face is Braden Hurst, the center fielder, to start things for Zach Trempner. For Kyle Bloor, he would pitch a total of 3 innings, strike out 2, walk 3, hit 3, allowed 1 run off of 2 hits, 53 total pitches, 30 of which slid over the plate. So we're ready to go with Hurst now, as Trempner has warmed up. Loaded bases for Great Falls with 1 out. Top of the 5th. And the first pitch will be a ball. Braden Welty in the on-deck circle. So Lethbridge trying to slow off anything, and I think I hear noises in the third base bullpen as we'll have ball 2. Great Falls might be warming up another pitcher. I'm not quite sure. I can't see into the bullpen. There are some sheds that sit to the left of us here, or a shed and then the dugout. Here's the pitch, and we'll have strike 1. So 2-1 on the count now for the center fielder. For Hurst, he'd strike out his first at bat, had a fly out on his second. He's got a 2-1 count with 1 out and loaded bases. Trempner with the nod, and the left-handed pitch is on its way. And we'll have strike 2. Elks fans on the far side getting excited. Kalispell Lakers still warming up in the batting cages down the first base line for the 4 o'clock game. The Mavericks are in the complex. They'll have the next session in the batting cages. Second win or go home game of the day. This is the first. When we get down to the bottom of the day, we will have 4 teams left going into 2 games tomorrow. 4 and 7. Nope. Trempner wants the catcher to come out. He signaled earlier for him to come out, and Vasilnak didn't notice it, so after the 2-1 pitch, signaled again, and that time Vasilnak noticed. So Trempner now with the nod. Checks the runner at second. Loaded bases. Here's the pitch. And it'll be outside to give us a full count at 3-2. Trempner shaking off the first one and nods at the second. The full count pitch, 3-2 on its way. Swung on, and he'll ring up the first batter he sees for out number 2. And that'll take us to Braden Welty, the pitcher. And we're going to have a new batter enter the game. Andrew Paradise to come in now for the Chargers. Trying to get something going. Great Falls is. Anything they can. Paradise has hit in the tournament as he settles in. So Trempner facing Andrew Paradise. And the first pitch to Paradise will be a ball. For Paradise, he would bat against the Bucks. 0 for 1, was walked. Ground out his first at bat. Against the Scarlets yesterday as we wait for the 1-0. And it's swung on to even out the count. Josh Lowry in the on-deck circle. Against the Scarlets yesterday, Paradise would go 1 for 4 with an RBI. He was struck out twice, but his last at-bat was a double that earned the RBI. With loaded bases, I can understand why they would change things up, and this one's fouled off to get us to strike 2. So Trempner trying to come in and shut things off for Great Falls. They've earned 1 run here in the 5th. Scheduled for 7 on all tournament games. Next one is at 4 o'clock with the Lakers and the Mavs. Here's the Trempner pitch. And it'll be high to get us ball 2. Josh Lowry in the on-deck circle awaits his turn with 2 outs and loaded bases. Andrew Paradise in the box, looking to make something happen here against Lethbridge. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's got some leg. It is back, and Leach puts it in the glove to shut the valve off, and that's the side. So the Chargers load them up, but leave them there. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 8-2, Lethbridge. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Some changes in life are too painful to go through alone, and Cunningham Law can help in making difficult decisions from divorce to child custody. Kyle Cunningham focuses solely on family law. Cunningham Law will help you land on your feet when big changes come to your family and life. Visit www.familylawmontana.com or give Kyle a call at 406-203-4678 today. Cunningham Law Services. You don't have to go through this alone. Cunningham Law is a proud sponsor of the Northwest Regional Tournament.
Welcome back to MPSN. We've got a new man on the bump, Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Griffin Field in Kalispell, as Alan LaRocque has entered the game to pitch for the Chargers. Can't tell if it's a 7 or a 2 on the back of the catcher now, but we'll figure that out as time goes on.
First move to catcher, Lowry in center field, Paradise in left.
So Lowry in center. Hurst is the catcher. And Paradise in center. And this one's going to be banged foul for strike 1. So Alan LaRocque looking to see if he can close things off here for the Chargers and keep Lethbridge off the board. The leadoff batter, Liam Leach, who retired the side in the last inning with a good catch in left field, has the pitch go by for ball 1. Leach is 1 for 2, had a single with an RBI and a run his last at bat. He'd fly out to center field his first. Here's the pitch. And we'll have ball 2. The pitch. And we'll go to ball 4. Or ball 3, I apologize. Got ahead of myself. 3-1 on the count to the left fielder. Leadoff batter, bottom of the 5th. Lethbridge leads 8-2 over the Chargers. Winner moves on after 7. And that'll be strike 2. So a full count. Nope. That's strike 1. I got ahead of myself again. No, they put 2 up on the board now. And that'll walk the batter to start the inning. So a runner at first with no outs for Lethbridge. And we go to the bottom of the order to Lucas Ankerman. Ankerman to settle in, looks down the third base line, gets the signal from his coach. Lethbridge was warming up a pitcher. I'm not quite sure if that was Trempner still. Didn't see the number. Didn't look like it. Oh, yes, it is Trempner. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be hit into center field. A little bit of leg, and it's over the head of the right fielder. That'll bring runners around to second and third, and a big double for Ankerman to put a threat at third with no outs. So runners at second and third now for Lethbridge, and we swing to the top of the order to the center fielder, Wyatt Tumulty, and this would be a good time for Tumulty to step up. He is 1 for 3, singled his first at bat, but struck out his last 2. Here's the pitch, and we'll have ball 1. We've seen one right over the fence today in Ty Penner over the right field line. We've had at least 1 home run a day in the tournament. Here's the pitch. That was Penner's second home run of the tournament as we go to ball 2. Bottom of 5. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be fouled down the third base line as if the runner at third had to dance to get out of the way, and we'll have strike 1. You know, like the old school westerns where they made the city boy dance. Well, that's kind of what the runner at third had to do in Leach. Here's the pitch, and it'll get away. Runner from third's going to come home. The throw, but not in time, and Leach will earn a run off the wild pitch. Runner at second advances to third, and we move to a 3-1 count to the center fielder. Lethbridge makes it 9-2. LaRock with a 3-1. And batter will be a walk to put runners on the corners now for Lethbridge with no outs. So that takes us to Raleigh Furby, the third baseman, as the catcher signals the field with runners on the corners for the out. So Furby to settle in. He's got to walk his last at bat. He's got 3 runs on the day. Reached off a fielder's choice his first at bat and singled his second. Here's the first pitch from LaRock to Furby, and he'll let it go by for ball 1. Kyle Bloor in the on-deck circle, so I figured he would go into the spot where Trepner would go into his spot, but we'll have to readjust that. This one's going to be down the third base line, foul, and we'll have strike 1. So an even count at 1 for Furby. Everybody settles back in. Runners at first and third take their lead. And the 1-1 by LaRock. Runner at first jumps, and he's going to commit. And he'll run around. The throw home is not in time. The runner at second will get the base. And Lethbridge will make it 10-2 off the miscue. Pitch thrown was a ball. And we have a 2-1 count now for Furby. And that will cause the manager to come out and check. He wants to speak with the first base umpire and Craig Struble about that. The officials today have not been in favor of Great Falls, fans I should say, or the manager. Questions being asked, comments being made, and the conference on the mound is broken up. And the manager for Great Falls heads back, not happy with whatever was said by Struble. So Furby will settle back in with a 2-1 count. No outs. And Tumulty stands at second, taking the base on the throw home, with Anchorman scoring. Here's the pitch by LaRock, and we'll have a 3-1 count. So Kyle Bloor in the on-deck circle. And this one will foul back to give us a full count at 3-2. I'll have to check and see where Bloor is at on the field the next time they go out on defense. This one's fouled off. Keeps us at 3-2. Furby fighting through. He's earned a run every time he's reached, and he's reached all 3 times he's had a plate appearance. Here's the 3-2. Swung on. This one's going to be high into center field, and it's going to be short in the glove. Out number 1. The runner at second will hold. So 1 down now in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, number 8, Kyle Bloor. Number 8.
And that brings up Kyle Bloor. Bloor to settle in. Was on the mound for 3 innings. Pitch is inside for ball 1 to Bloor. Bloor is 2 for 3, singled his first and third at bat. He'd have a fly out his first at bat, his second at bat. LaRock now with the 1-0, swung on and fouled off to get us to an even count. Ty Penner in the on-deck circle for Lethbridge. LaRock checking Tumulty at second. Now the pitch. This one's going to be hit out to the second baseman. He'll pick it up in the dirt, bobbles it. Bloor will run to first. That will be out number 2, and Tumulty stands at third now. And we come to the home run hitter, Ty Penner. So Tumulty coming in for Levi Abbott. Trempner. And the first pitch to Penner will be a strike. So 2 outs, a runner at third. Lethbridge looking to add a run here, as they've added 2 so far, and we'll have a 1-1. Trempner in for Abbott as he stands in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Check swing, and they'll say ball 2. Penner did not commit. A little surprise this morning as the Blue Angels flew over, staying out in Columbia Falls. They took off from the airport out there. Penner's going to send this one down the right field line. It will be foul out of the stadium, and we'll have an even count at 2. Mavericks are done with their batting practice. As they settle in here. So 2-2 on the count with 2 outs. Runners at the third in Tumulty. Here's the pitch by LaRock, and this one's going to be fouled back up over our heads. Keeps us at 2-2. And LaRock handling Penner with kids' gloves as Penner's already put one over the fence today. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And we'll go full. Check swing, and Kiger will lean over to see where the glove is at, and they'll walk the batter to put runners on the corners now. That'll be the third walk of the inning for LaRock. 2 outs, runners on the corners. And Zach Trempner now settles in. And the first pitch by LaRock will be a ball. So Trempner coming in for Levi Abbott, his first at-bat of the day. He stands on the mound defensively. The pitch, swung on. This one's high into right field, and it is in the glove, and that's a side. So Lethbridge adds 2, leaves 2, and we go to the top of the 6th, 10-2. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you checked out the Garden of Eden video of the week at mpsn406.com? Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage and email us the video. Yours just might go viral. mpsn.com, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Griffin Field for the 2018 Montana Alberta State AA Tournament. First winner go home game of the day. Lethbridge Elks, Great Falls Chargers, number 6 and number 8 playing each other, and right now the Elks in charge 10-2. We do have a change on the field. Number 18 is behind the plate. And he's in for Zach Gorick. And the first batter on the inning, it's the bottom of the order for Great Falls as Josh Lowry comes to the plate. Skylar Braun behind the plate now for Lethbridge. Trempner now ready for his first pitch of the inning against Lowry. Showing bunt, lets it slide by for ball one. Derek Spring in the on-deck circle. Here's the 1-0 by Trempner, and it's swung on for strike one. Trempner is 0 for 1 with a walk. He was walked his first at-bat in the second inning. Here's the pitch. And we'll have ball two. So 2-1 now. Lowry hanging out in left field today. First batter in the top of the sixth. And that'll slide over the plate for strike one as Lowry, or strike two. 2-2 on the count as Lowry settles back in. Trempner not liking the pitch, nods it off and accepts the second. Here's the 2-2. And that one will bounce on top of the plate. Gets us at a full count. Skylar Braun now behind the plate. That's where he's been for most of the tournament. He sat out for the start of this game. And it'll be a walk to start the game for, or start the inning for Great Falls. So that swings us to the top of the order to the third baseman, number 12, Derek Spring. And Spring will let that one slide by for ball one. Spring, 1 for 2. Was hit by a pitch his first at bat. Here's the pitch, and that one, our umpire, Kiger, having a hard time seeing what's being thrown. He's having to look over the shoulder of the catcher. Here's the 2-0, and we'll have one slide over the plate for strike one. Alan LaRocque in the on-deck circle. This one swung on and into the glove of the shortstop. Line drive for out number one. So that takes us to the pitcher, Alan LaRocque, with one down here in the top of the sixth. The Elks with a commanding 10-2 lead over the Chargers. Here's the pitch, and we'll have a ball. Cade Stuff in the on-deck circle for Great Falls now, with one out and one on. Trempner with the stretch, and that'll slide over the plate to even us out. Next game is at 4. We're 2 hours and 5 minutes into this one, as we'll have ball two. First inning stretched out as both teams would see the majority of their batting orders at the plate. Here's the 2-1, and we'll have ball three. Seeing a little bit of a drop-off in pitching today as everybody throwing their top pitchers in the first 2 days. Here's the 3-1, and the batter will be walked to put runners at first and second now. And we'll go to Cade Stupp. So that'll be the second time LaRocque's been walked today. And Stuff will step to the plate with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Trempner nods at the pitch from Braun, and it's on its way. Ball one. Matt Houlihan now in the on-deck circle for Great Falls with one out and runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and this is off the middle of the bat, foul for strike one. One on the count with one out. Trempner with the pitch. And we'll have ball two. So 2-1 on the count to the second baseman. Stuff was walked his last at bat, struck out his first, and a ground out to end the second inning, his second at bat. Swung on. This one will roll down to the first baseman. It'll be picked up, touched on the base, and runners will advance to second and third now with two outs.
Now batting number 14, Matt Houlihan. 14.
So now we go to Matt Houlihan, the right fielder, with two outs and runners at second and third. And the first pitch to the right-hander will be a ball. Cal Cromwell in the on-deck circle. Runners at second and third take their leave. The 1-0 swung on to get a strike one. For Houlihan, he's 1 for 1, was walked his first at bat and hit by a pitch his last at bat. The 1-1 swung on, and it'll foul back over the dugout on the first base line for strike two. Houlihan steps back into the box. Here's the 1-2, swung on. It's got some leg into center field. It's back and in the glove, and that is the side. So Great Falls will threat, but they won't be able to get any on, and they'll leave two. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Lethbridge leading 10-2. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome to the bottom of the sixth inning where the Lethbridge Elks lead the Great Falls Chargers. Hello, everyone. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have Torin Vasilnak at the plate with LaRock on the bump, and the first pitch of the inning is on its way. And this one's going to be hit high over second base. Second baseman will come in and puts it in the glove, and that's the first out of the inning. One down, two to go in the bottom of the sixth. So we go to Skylar Braun, who is now the catcher. So one out, nobody on. Here's the LaRock pitch, and Braun will let that one slide by for ball one. Liam Leach in the on-deck circle now for Lethbridge. Here's the 0-1, and we'll have strike 2. So LaRock finding his groove here. And we'll have ball 1 now. LaRock 0 for 3, has a sac fly RBI though. And we'll get an even count at 2 now. 2-2 on the count. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch by LaRock, and we'll get a full count. Not quite sure, but it seems like Mike Kiger, our umpire, is having a hard time seeing where the pitch is coming in. He's looked over the shoulder of the catcher. Maybe that's a good thing. Just verifying. Here's the pitch, and Braun will be rung up for out number 2. Struck out on the 3-2 pitch. That's the first strikeout of the game for LaRock. And we move to Liam Leach, the left fielder. He had a couple of good plays in the last half inning. Here's the first pitch of the inning to Leach, and it'll be outside on the left-handed batter for ball 1. Lucas Ankerman stands in the on-deck circle for Lethbridge with 2 outs. This one's going to be hit hard foul down the third base line, and we'll have strike 1. So an even count at 1 to the left fielder. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI and 2 runs. He was walked his last at bat. That earned him his second run. He had a fly out into center, and we'll get strike 2 off the foul shot down the third base line. So 1-2 on the count with 2 outs. Base is empty. Bottom of 6, Lethbridge 10, Great Falls 2. Here's the pitch, and we will have an even count at 2. Great Falls, the number 8 seeded team in the tournament. Lethbridge, the number 6 seeded team. And that will strike out the batter for the side. So LaRock comes in and has back-to-back Ks to finish out Lethbridge on the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th inning, where it's all or nothing for Great Falls, down 10-2. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the top of the 7th, where it is all or nothing for the Great Falls Chargers, down 10-2. Win or go home today for the first 2 games. The next game's at 4 o'clock with the Kalispell Lakers hosting the Missoula Mavericks. That is a win or go home game. And then the final game of the day at 7 with the Battle of Billings, the Royals and the Scarlets. Leading off the inning for Great Falls will be their shortstop, number 22, Cal Cromwell. Trempner warming up, the throw to second, and we are ready to go. So Cromwell will settle in. Looks down the third base line, and conversation being had between the third base coach and the third base line umpire, so Cromwell will settle in. Trempner with the pitch, and it'll slide over the plate for strike 1.
Since Trepner came in for Bloor, he's had 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 walks. And we'll have strike 2. Cale Richards, the 5, 6, 7 batters due up for Chargers in this top of 7. This is fouled off, keeps the batter alive at 0-2. It's going to go over the first baseline dugout. Here's the pitch, and we'll have ball 1. Cromwell with a walk, his first at bat, a sac bunt, and a strikeout his last. Here's the 1-2 by Trempner. Swung on, and out number 1 will be a strikeout for the Chargers. 1 down, 2 to go here in the top of the 7th. And we come to the first baseman, Cale Richards. Richards waits for the pitch, and it'll be upstairs for ball 1. Richards has been hit by a pitch twice today and a fly out to left field. Here's the pitch, and we'll have an even count at 1. Braden Hurst now in the on-deck circle with 1 out and nobody on. And we'll have ball 2. Two-one on the count. Here's the pitch by Trempner. Swung on. This one's off the middle of the bat. It'll hop past the second baseman and roll into center field. And Great Falls will have a runner at first off their 3rd hit of the game. So now we go to Braden Hurst, who is the catcher after LaRock stepped in as the pitcher. Hurst is 0 for 3. A strikeout his first and third at bat with a fly out. His second. Trempner with the outside pitch for ball 1. Game stretching out. I think this is the longest. No, last night was the longest game. We went a full 9 innings last night with the Lakers and the Royals. This one hit into center field, and Tumulty has it in the glove. Runner at first will stay, and we have 2 down, top of 7. That brings us Andrew Paradise. Paradise would come in for Welty. Two outs, runner at first. And the pitch. This one's going to be off the middle of the bat, straight up in the air, and it'll land on the bleachers on the far side for strike 1. Down in front. We'll have ball 1 now. Even count. So the next game scheduled at 4. We're stretching this one out. I'm sure it'll just take them a few minutes to get the field ready. 2-1 on the count to Paradise. Had a fly out to left field his last at bat. And this one's going to be hit right into the glove of the third baseman, and that is the game. So the Elks will move on. On the winner's side of the bracket, they will face the loser between the Billings teams at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So the Chargers and the Lakers
finish up here in Kalispell on the first game of the day. And the Chargers would get their 2 runs off of 3 hits. There'd be 1 error scored, and they would leave a total of 12 on. For the Elks, it would be 10 runs off of 10 hits, no errors, and 7 left on. We'll have the next game. It's scheduled at 4. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in just a few minutes.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.
We